Hey there, Synth Drones. Today we're going to be talking about making your mark with synthesizers. Hi, I'm Pure Ambient Drone, and this is my channel where I talk about synthesizers. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button, tap that bell so you can keep up with all of my synth adventures. So we're talking about making our mark, okay, with synthesizers. And what does that exactly mean? Well, for me, it means making a living using the gear that I own in order to sustain a lifestyle that I want to have. All right. So what I'm talking about today is making our mark, and how do we do that? Now, a lot of people are like, Pure Ambient Drone, what's the secret to making money with synthesizers? Are you really making money with synthesizers? I am making money with synthesizers. I make a lot of money with synthesizers, and so can you. The reason why most people are not making money with synthesizers is because, one, they don't believe that they can. They think that other people can because they know that they are, but they don't think that they can. So if you're one of those people that think you cannot make money with synthesizers, then you're right, because you've already put it into your head and you've defeated yourself. You've got to get into your own mind and say, hey, guess what? I can do this. I can. And you can. Anybody can. It takes a couple of more ingredients, though, than just the I can attitude. You also got to have hard work. Now, I know you guys heard that a billion times. Of course, hard work is the ingredient to anything that you want to achieve in life. It really is. You really have to put in the hours. I was watching a competition on TV just yesterday, and they were throwing axes, chopping axe where you chop wood with. And they were throwing these at targets, and these guys were hitting the bullseye over and over again. And they were asking one of the guys, how did you get so good at throwing the axe? And you know what his answer was? He said, thousands upon thousands of hours of practicing. In other words, hard work. And that's what it takes. But you know what else it takes? Because you know what? I couldn't sit there and throw an axe for thousands of hours to achieve what this guy did, because I don't have dedication to it. And so the second ingredient is dedication. If you want to make your mark with synthesizers, you've got to be dedicated, not just dedicated to hard work, but dedicated to the dream or dreams that you have set up for yourself, which leads me to the absolute most highest of importance, and that is you got to know what your dream is. You got to know what your goal is. You have to know where you're going. You don't just jump into a car and try to go to the west when your target is to the east. You got to know where you're going. You got to know where you want to arrive. Once you find out where it is you want to be with your synthesizers, then you can work hard to get there. Then you can dedicate yourself to the dream. Now, it's not enough to dedicate yourself to hard work, because lots of people have several dreams throughout their lifetime. And the reason why they have several dreams and they have given up on all of the ones beforehand is because they'll work at a dream, a goal, for so long, and they're not dedicated to that goal and or dream, however you want to look at it. And they give up on their dream. They go, oh, I'm going nowhere. I'm not getting there fast enough. What's the use? I'm not good enough. They start beating themselves up. They let other people beat themselves up. And they give up on the dream. And you know what they do? They take a break. They lick their wounds. And they go back with a whole different new dream and start all over again. And the process is a big loop. Now, let's not kid ourselves. We've all been there someplace, sometime in our lives where we've had a dream of some kind and we worked for it, but we weren't dedicated enough. And we gave up on the dream. And we just started hard working on another dream. So again, dedication to hard work is not enough. Dedication to the dream is the key to success. I read an article, and it's been a long time, so you guys got to forgive me if I get some of this wrong, but the premise is still there. It was about Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was an article about him, and they had asked him about his routine of exercise. And this is the part that I'm having trouble remembering, but it was he said that he exercised in a gym. I think he said 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, when he was in his prime. And I know that it was at least 12. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's mind-boggling to think about somebody sitting in the gym for that many hours a day, working as hard as it needs to be done to achieve that kind of bodybuilding mass. And I remember reading that and I thought, this guy's dedicated to the dream. This guy is dedicated to the goal. This guy, he just didn't pick up some weights and boom, there he was. This guy didn't just say, well, I want to be a movie actor and I want to be this and I want to be that. No, he picked a dream of bodybuilding and he achieved that first. And then all the other things started rolling in. Then he wanted to be an actor and he achieved that. Then he wanted to be a governor and he, well, I don't know if he achieved anything with that, but he did that. And that's what happens when you pick a dream. You work at the dream and you stay dedicated to it. You stay dedicated to it. Now look around in your life and ask yourself, are you dedicated to anyone or anything? Because if you're not, you need to check yourself, because that is the number one symptom that you're going to fail, is that you show signs of non-dedication to people, non-dedication to things in your life. If you're a person who constantly gives up, then you're not a dedicated person. And that is something that you need to work on yourself with, because other people can't do it for you. And it's something that you've got to work on yourself. So I just want to talk to you guys. I just want to talk to you guys today about making your mark, and those really are the two ingredients: is hard work and then dedication to the dream. There's all kinds of other things that you could add to season in on all of that, but the main point is that 7 years ago, or excuse me, 13, 14 years ago, I gave up on my dream because life had beat me down, and I was feeling sorry for myself, blaming other people, and most of all, I was not believing in my own dream, and I was not dedicated to it, and I gave up on it. Fast forward, to today's life, and I have grown, right? I have self-examined myself. I still do. I have not arrived. I have not arrived, okay? I have a lot to work on myself with. But I understand that I have to look at myself first before I start blaming other things and other people, and I have to stay dedicated to my goals. And because I have done that consistently now for many years, I have achieved my financial goal of making a living full-time with music. And you can too, if that is what your goal is. So I hope that this video has helped you in some way. I don't have all the answers. I don't even have all the answers for myself, let alone for you guys. But I do enjoy sharing my adventures with you, and that's really what this channel is about, is really a self-examination of my adventures with synthesizers. And I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. And please keep it civil, because we're all friends here. We're family more than anything else. And I do love and enjoy all of you guys interacting with me on this channel. Man, it really makes my day to hear from you guys. And I would hope that you would subscribe. And I wish you guys a fantastic 2019 and beyond. So until next time, keep calm and synth on.